All opinions are those of the participants making them and are not an endorsement of any position, program, religion, or political affiliation. DFG's Corner is for information, observation, and entertainment. I ask that you comment, like, share, and subscribe.
Got no money, your bill's already paid. That gives you a chance to build up your own money and do your own thing. And it'll save me money because then I don't want you don't need to. Ain't you had money yourself? And that's what I think. A year of paying all my close relatives' bills, not not my fifth cousin out there in Horners Corners, Nebraska, but my people, my people. I would do that for. What about you, Miss Kim?
Ooh, sorry, y'all. I had a long day today. Um, if I won the lottery, how
Yes.
would I split it? With my first and foremost, before I split it, I'm gonna pay up my tithes at my church. Second, uh, I'm gonna put like enough money back for my daughters. Then my siblings will come next. Some, it's nine of us. Some people I probably would have to do like you and just pay their bills because I know they wouldn't do the right thing with it. And and the others, I'll just write my check. And I will have to get a contract. You can't come back. This is it. You got to sign this contract. I gave you this, and you can't come back to me for nothing else.
So you paying them to go away. That's pretty much what it
Basically,
is.
and also we have back home 33 acres of land. So I'll go ahead and the ones that have not deeded out the land in their name, I'll probably go ahead and do that for them that hadn't did it. Yeah.
Okay. What about you, Miss Summer?
DFG, I would do like you and wouldn't tell anybody. But I would probably, one thing that I always wanted to do was buy some land. And in certain parts, depending on where the land is, no flood zones. I would get like these big, huge barn type of built facilities built where I would rent them out for weddings and special occasions. And I would keep that in the family and I would just have that, so something that the family can just take over, something that just would pay itself off fairly quickly. And then if, later on the line, if the family decides to sell it, that would be their choice. But I would just get us established first and then just keep everything going. So that's what I would do.
Okay. Okay. DJ Dabs?
Well, let's see here. Well, like you, I told my kids one thing I would do for them. The first thing I do is I pay their stuff for a year. They'd be set. They won't have to worry about no payments. Um, I am an entrepreneur and a businessman, so first thing I'm buying is some businesses. I don't know how many. There's enough. There's enough I get with my with okay. Of course, I see Chocolate Pearl keep looking over here at me, so I gotta make sure I take care of her too. So but yeah, business. I'm in the business, so I'm thinking, and we've actually talked about this, but like buying a whole shopping center with different stuff in it. And if the business ain't there, we'll put it in there or certain stuff. Sort of like her, since I'm a DJ, I always wanted me a wedding site, wedding place, a wedding venue. Not only could be for weddings, it could be for different kind of events that everything will be all set up and ready to go for people. They could walk right in and everything will be done. Um, and stores along the side, different clothing stores. It just be like a big shopping center with everything in there and all the events and all the places out. Kind of like what Joanne and Chip Gaines did down in Texas.
Oh, that's that's interesting. Miss Drain, you?
Yeah.
How would you spend your money
Hello?
if you won the lottery?
That one. Can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you now.
Um, okay, so that's hard because luckily the good part about it is I don't have such a huge family per se. I feel like it is huge, but it's not huge. So I would, I don't know, I would probably just make sure my children are taken care of and my sister and my nephews and of course my parents. And then other than that, I would probably spread it around to my extended family. Because I mean, especially depending on how much it is, because I don't foresee me other than wanting to travel and see the world. At this age in the game, I don't know if I want to start any businesses like Dabs or take on that type of venture. But I could just comfortably be happy and make sure those around me are pretty much taken care of.
Okay, okay. And I think I got everybody with that. That's an interesting question. And you know, oh, Miss Summer said,
No, you didn't ask Pearl. You didn't
who?
ask Pearl. You didn't ask
I
Chocolate
know what
Pearl.
Chocolate Pearl gonna do.
And you didn't ask me.
Well, you already said what you was gonna do. So why would I ask
That
you?
was with my kids. That was with my kids.
You already said
Okay.
what you was gonna do.
Yeah, that was a couple of years ago when that $1 billion came out. We ain't had a $1 billion jackpot since. So now, if I won anything like $50 million, y'all probably wouldn't see me for a while. But I would like literally go and like I want to go travel in the world with my son, because I've never actually been on any type of vacation with my children. So I want to go and travel with my son and my grandkids. That will be the like the bucket list on top of bucket list if I want something like that. But because like I said, I watch a lot of TV. I know I will try to find one or two of the best investments that I can, so I could grow my money because I do have a what's it? He's not disabled. He's
Special needs.
handicapped. He's special needs, and he will once he gets older enough. I want to be able to, him to be able to have whatever he needs, And then my granddaughter, she's not right at one, so I know I'm gonna have to have bail money for her. Like,
She's
you
such a
know,
cutie.
she's a cutie, and that's the ones that you got to watch out for. It's the pretty ones you got to watch out for. But yeah, so I will need to know that I'll have at least 3 times the bail money for my granddaughter. So
I got
yeah,
you.
and she's one. That's
Hey, don't say that no more. Don't say that no more. Don't say that no
I
more.
gotta get a laugh.
Go ahead, Pearl.
Okay, quick. A lot of everybody has said that's what I would have done. Like Dab said, we have discussed this before, and one of us is to help I wouldn't give them money for the ones who do not have siblings who do not have their own home or own their own home. I would buy them a home. And then for the ones who do own a home, and they still owe on it, I would go ahead and pay that out. Same thing with my children. I would just buy them a home, something that they can invest with, or, you know, they'll have something to pass on. Um, but for me, I would actually do like Dad said. I would buy a whole strip mall and turn each one of those stores or into something. But I do want like he said, a wedding venue or what is it called? Event
Event center.
venue.
Yeah.
Yeah, event venue where everything is there from, you can buy all the supplies you need. You can also get a caterer, a DJ, decorator, all that, all one stop shop type situation. where you can get married as well as have your reception and parties and all that other good stuff. I've always said that for the past 20, 30 years, that I've always stated that if I ever decided to play the lottery and actually won, that's what I would have done.
Okay.
But I also would put my relatives, like my cousins and stuff, to work. I'm not going to give them any money, but I was going to put